Hi, this is the Prof. For those of you not familiar with me, perhaps you haven't been a student of mine at one or more different universities or haven't heard me speak somewhere else, I'm going to be using Facebook for a little bit to try to communicate some immediate ideas that you might find interesting and even valuable. I'll also be setting up a blog and be doing some other work, maybe even through Twitter. So here's what I want to chat with you about today, everybody. Donald Trump and Iran, the effect of his policy on all of us here in the United States and in other areas of the world like Israel and Europe. What we're doing is analyzing everything from the perspective of Friday, June 21st, just after the New York Times has reported that Trump was scheduled for a response to the Iranian drone strike. By the way, $180 million is a hell of a lot of money. So somebody owes us for that 180 mil. Be that as it may, apparently last night, early this morning, we were ready to strike back. Trump asked what the collateral damage would be. The generals told him approximately 150 lives. He didn't want to go there. He called it off. I think when you're analyzing Donald Trump in general and specifically toward Iran, you really have to understand that although he doesn't want conflict and he doesn't want to go to war, every fiber of his body wants to respond when and if American lives are threatened. True, it was an unmanned drone that the Iranians shot down over international waters. However, it could have had one or more Americans inside, and so Trump was agitated and wanted to do something. For those of you that are big critics of him and feel that he's always got a hair brain and a quick trigger and all that, you should learn from last night that he very often can be measured in his response. By the way, let me just interject. If you're not familiar with me, you don't know one of my overall messages and themes, and that is there are no longer Republicans and Democrats. You can't analyze Washington based on that. You have to analyze it based on swamp folks and those that want to drain the swamp. So that you can have Republicans and Democrats that are pro-Trump, never Trump, and that's what you have to look at. The old way of analyzing politics in the U.S. is no longer valuable. Back to the discussion of Iran. What do I think he's going to do? What do I predict that he is going to do? There will be, at some point, a military response to how the Iranians are behaving themselves. Now that we're drawing close to the new announced deadline where the enrichment of fissionable material in Iran is very close to breaking the agreed upon terms, even though we pulled out of the so-called Iran deal, their Europeans are still in. The Iranians are announcing every day that they're getting closer to exceeding the acceptable limits. When that happens, somebody has to act. I think Donald Trump will want to. However, here's the deal. I think he and Bibi Netanyahu have worked something out. I think it will be the mighty Israeli Air Force, the best small Air Force in the world, everyone, that will hit a few SAMs missile bases in Iran. And then Trump will announce that we are strongly supportive of the Israelis. So if the Iranians want to declare war against the Israelis, they'll be declaring war against the United States. And that'll save a lot of trips to Congress, War Powers Act, and so on. So that's what's going to happen. Write it down that on Friday, June 21, the Prof told you that Iranian power will be met and overcome by Israeli power. That's the way this is going to be worked out. and Trump and the U.S. will come in to support Israel. Please continue to watch for me on Facebook, and we'll give you the information about the blog when the time comes. Thank you so much, everybody out there. Have a great day.